So if I'm not mistaken, I think the deadline for rollovers is the 18th of May, right? What do you think is more likely than not going to happen?
No, I don't think it's going to be renewed. It just seems like the grain deal has its own news cycle, so to speak. And every other week we hear some more information about it's on again, it's off again, it's on again, it's off again. But it certainly does feel like it's off. But that being said, the markets just don't react to it. I mean, we had the SRW wheat contract in Chicago today close at $6.44. That's half the price it was last May. It's a year low. Even the higher protein wheat is down $5 a bushel. So it's almost like we have news fatigue with this Ukraine deal. And certainly the way the Russians have been moving forward with this, we would expect that it will not get renewed. And how the markets react to that and how other importing and exporting countries react to that is yet to be seen.
Well, I've still got about 2 weeks to go, but I mean, if markets are not already starting to price in the likelihood that the deal could not or may not be renewed, sounds like we're in for a huge upside price shock and Wonder Bread at what, $15 a loaf or something?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't really think that. I mean, what's happened in Ukraine is that we've lost production there over the last couple of years because the territory's been occupied. So we've already worked into the supply and demand estimates the fact that we've lost this supply. And I mean, we've seen this already where neighboring countries have already said, no, we don't want any more. 4 EU states have said, we don't want any more from Ukraine. They're getting flooded with corn and wheat, and it's ruining their farm economy in some of those surrounding countries. So my point is that it's going to take some time to shake out. But I think the market always kind of looks forward a little bit. And I think the market is seeing that this is not going to be as big a deal as everybody thinks it could be if the deal gets canceled. Certainly, the prices certainly say that.
Pete, so just give us a bit more colour on that. To what degree, if the worst case scenario does eventuate, will that have inflationary implications?
It could have slight inflationary implications, but we're coming off of when you look at the grain and oilseed world, you have to look at the world as a whole. And Brazil is coming off a record soybean crop, which has depressed some prices in the oilseed business. Even though when the Ukraine war started, everybody said, "Oh, we're going to be out of vegetable oils," and that hasn't happened. And corn prices have kind of depressed as well. I mean, the old crop corn prices, or crop that was grown last year, are around $6.50, give and take a few pennies. The new crop, which is the crop that's being planted now in the U.S., is only $5.50. So yes. You know what? It just seems like it got too overblown at the top, but
right.
The question is it getting too underblown at the bottom?